Before you click away, ask yourself one question. Are you building freedom or financing an image? If this shifted how you see your car, your house, or your next upgrade, don't just nod and move on. Hit like, subscribe, and send this to the one friend who looks rich but is secretly stressed. Because the status game is loud, but the freedom game, it starts quietly with a decision. You ever see that guy, maybe it's you, making $200,000 a year, driving a brand new BMW, pulling into a beautiful 4-bedroom house, and you think they made it. The driveway looks like success. The house looks like success. The Instagram feed definitely looks like success. But here's the plot twist I can't unsee. That same guy gets hit with a $2,000 repair bill. And instead of whatever, handle it, he gets the cold sweat moment. Because the credit card declines. Not because he's broke on paper, because he's something worse. A highly paid conduit. Money flows from employer to him and immediately out to creditors. Mortgage, car payment, insurance, subscriptions, private school, vacation financing. He doesn't own his lifestyle. His lifestyle owns him. This is the illusion of wealth. We've confused high income with high net worth. We've confused spending power with ownership. We've confused looking stable with being stable. And that illusion is so common that we don't even question it anymore. We see the car and assume financial strength. We see the house and assume security. But income is just motion. Money passing through you does not mean money belongs to you. And here's the uncomfortable question that ruins dinner parties. Are you acting rich, or are you actually becoming rich? Because those are two completely different games. And most people are playing the wrong one. Let's do a forensic audit. Most people track the wrong scoreboard. Income is a vanity metric. It's the number you brag about, the number that gets applause, the number that makes you feel safe. But the only score that matters is net worth. What you own minus what you owe. Income is motion. Net worth is position. Now let's audit the two holy symbols of I'm doing great. First, the house. You were told your house is an asset, and technically, on a balance sheet, it is. But your primary residence is usually a cash flow negative asset. It does not pay you. You pay it. Property taxes, insurance, maintenance, roof replacements, water heaters, HVAC, landscaping, repairs that show up unannounced and expensive. And then there's the lifestyle tax. Because when you buy the status house, you don't just buy square footage. You buy expectations. Better furniture, better decor, better neighbors, better schools, better everything. The house sets the bar higher for your entire life. Now the car. A car is a depreciating liability dressed up like a personality. Here's the James example. James buys a nice car to drive to the building where he makes the money to pay for the car that he needs to drive to the building. It's a financial hamster wheel. And because the wheel is leather-wrapped and smells like luxury, it feels like winning. But the math says otherwise. You don't own these symbols. They own your cash flow. People say it's only a $30,000 car instead of a $15,000 car. No, it's not a $15,000 difference. It's a timeline difference. Because the real cost of luxury isn't the price, it's the delay. Financial independence is simple math. How big does your portfolio need to be so your investments cover your expenses? That number depends on your monthly burn rate. Every time you increase your monthly expenses, you increase the size of the financial wall you must climb before you're free. Here's the stat that changes everything. Every $100 you cut from a monthly expense reduces the amount you need for financial independence by roughly $30,000. So if your car payment is $400 higher than it needs to be, that's about $120,000 more net worth you now need just to escape. That's years of additional work, years of additional stress, years of additional time traded for money. And for what? Heated seats? A badge on the hood? Approval from people who are also drowning quietly. Luxury isn't just expensive. It's time-consuming. It pushes your freedom date further away. That's the freedom tax. And most people pay it without realizing it. Now the trap tightens. Big house, luxury car, high fixed expenses. Congratulations, you've won golden handcuffs. It's indentured servitude with better upholstery. And here's the darker part. The lifestyle doesn't just cost money. It costs time you don't count. Longer commute to afford the area, more grooming and wardrobe to match the tribe, more stress, more decompressed spending, more errands, more maintenance, more managing. These are shadow hours. They don't show up on a paycheck, but they consume your life. Now divide your salary by the real number of hours your lifestyle demands. That $200,000 salary doesn't look so impressive anymore. Because you didn't just buy a car. You bought an obligation generator. Every luxury item creates downstream commitments. More maintenance, more pressure, more expectations. And the more obligations you carry, the less freedom you have to say no. Freedom isn't about what you own. It's about what you can walk away from. There are two games. The status game, look rich. The freedom game, be free. Status is loud. Freedom is quiet. Status shows up in your driveway. Freedom shows up in your calendar. Status gets compliments. Freedom gets options. So here's the pivot. Stop tracking salary. Start tracking net worth. Assets minus liabilities. That's the real scoreboard. Second, automated scarcity. Hide money from yourself. Auto-transfer investments the day you get paid. Remove the decision, remove the temptation. Lifestyle creep thrives on available cash. Third, calculate your real hourly wage. After taxes, after commuting, after stress, after shadow hours. Write that number on a sticky note, put it on your credit card. So when you're about to buy something, you don't see dollars, you see life. This costs me 6 hours. This costs me 2 days. This costs me a week. And then ask, is this worth a week of my life? Here's the closer nobody likes. The person making $80,000 debt-free, clocking out at 5, is more successful than the person making $200,000 who is a well-paid prisoner. Because success isn't what you can buy. It's what you can walk away from. Stop renting a lifestyle. Start owning a future.